Hey everyone, it's Justin. Welcome to another episode of the Voices for Voices TV show and podcast. Uh, Again, Justin Allen Hayes, for those that are tuning in for the first time, or maybe it's been a little bit of a while since you joined us last. Just happy for you to be with us, whether you're watching, whether you're listening, whether you're here in the United States, here in the state of Ohio, or in a country, territory, province, state, municipality, uh, province. I think I mentioned that across the world. So we welcome each and every one of you. If this is your first episode, or if this is your 300th and believe we're at 337 episodes that this is. So it's really humbling, making us uh, more and more grateful by the day, being able to bring this show to you with the hopes of helping 3 billion people over the course of my lifetime and beyond with Voices for Voices. And we encourage you to subscribe to our channels, follow us, download all of the episodes that we have thus far. 300, this is 337, so there's 336 prior episodes that I can almost assure you that you'll find more than one prior episode that may be of very much interest to you. First off, as we get started, I want to give a big congratulations to our 2024 Voice of the Year award winner, the uh, the incredible person and family of Elliston Berry in the Texas region of the United States, Texas state of the United States. She was named one of the top 100 of the Time magazine's top AI voices, uh, movers and shakers. And so to get onto that list, it's not an easy feat to do. So we want to congratulate her, her mom, Miss Anna, dad, Mark, on that achievement, and hope you enjoyed the ceremony and the dinner and everything that goes along with that. And it wasn't through uh, easy work to get there. So I invite you uh, to check out that episode. And actually, we have multiple episodes with the award presentation with Elliston and her mom, Miss Anna. Uh, and so it's just incredible to be able to have uh, just truly incredible people who are not only a voice for themselves, but they're a voice for so many others. Um, and then I'll just leave you this parting thought on that topic. The Take It Down Act, which is now the Take It Down federal law. Elliston Berry had a big part in that, as well as her family. So check that out. It's now federal law. You can find out more about that, and it's uh, very difficult situation, shocking situation that is now again, a federal law. And so that's it's just incredible. Can't even, wrap my arms around that's like. And so that has a lot to do with what I just mentioned. One of the top 100 voices, individuals from Time Magazine in the space of AI, artificial intelligence. So it's great to see past guests and others uh, get accolades, even when the topics and the events weren't weren't the best that we want to think that we'd be known for, but it's very much a big lesson in taking a tough situation, never giving up, and wanting to be a voice for not only themselves but for others. So just excited that occurred. As far as how uh, how else we're doing, we have so many great projects. I just get the chills because this is it's just incredible where we are as an organization and the avenues that, by the grace of God, keep opening up. And not all of them happen overnight. And I think that's one of the areas that it's hard for, I think, anybody, but it's hard for me uh, because I'm a very impatient person. Again, as soon as we learn different current events and we have guests that are available, we want to get that on and want to get those shows filmed and out to you, the world. Uh, and so having an understanding that there are projects that never would have fathomed that they would be occurring and being a part of Voices for Voices. And and so it's exciting on one end, and uh, it is a test in patience on the other end. And so that's something that we're really trying to work through, mental health wise, is how to balance all that, the excitement of what's to come, what's planned to come, and and then again working with my patients, which is somebody with, the ADD, ADHD, anxiety, all those things, and even the major depression of, we can feel down when we're not seeing things today at this very instant. And that can be hard to do. That can be hard to continue, hard to keep a positive outlook because again, we want that instant gratification of, oh, I had this idea or somebody on our team's idea, and we want to see that happen ASAP as soon as possible. And we know that's not always the case. Where there's a lot of projects, a lot of uh, uh, un, I'll say untested terrain, but that's mostly for me and the organization, Voices for Voices, not everybody involved with these these projects. And so there is, the lingo, the words, the definitions, who's involved, how decisions get made in certain areas that I'm not an expert, I don't have experience in. But as I mentioned before, I'm a lifelong learner. And so I think this is one of the ways God is letting me know that I still have a lot to learn. And I take solace uh, in that I do have a lot to learn. And so you take that with the excitement across the number of projects. Some we'll be able to get into sooner rather than later. Uh, but before, we would get into those. We there's privacy, uh, there's a lot of things that we can't share publicly. Uh, and I'll just leave it at that. That uh, as as impatient and as anxious and anxiety and all that, uh, that's also the hard part. So it's the exciting side of things, and then there's the speed in which some projects take. They're longer than we'd like, and then and that third pillar is not being able to share everything at the current time, even though I would like to. Um, we're just not we're not in a position to do that. And anybody who's ever had a project, had something that's, their baby, their thing, uh, not that they physically have to have a baby, but it's a project. It's something that you've been working on, and there's a lead time to when said project would be completed. And just as your viewers and our listeners are so great and fantastic, we do have some that watch and listen to see what we're doing, to again potentially take ideas, take projects, uh, and so the safety and security of those projects are at the utmost. And so that's saying a lot without saying a lot, but that's where we're at on that. Very, very exciting times, and very impatient times as well. Uh, and I can just say that the fact that we're reaching you where you're at, in the home, in the car, in the bus, in the subway, on the airplane, in the airport, in the train station, the subway station, wherever you may be, at home, at school, in your dorm, in your apartment, in your condo, at your house, wherever. Uh, we're just we're grateful. And that's why we spend so much time talking about this on other shows as well as this one, because we know how delicate life is. None of us are promised tomorrow. None of us are promised the next minute, the next second. And we don't ever want to lose sight of that. And so we don't want to pass up an opportunity to say thank you all the way up until this point and beyond, but really up until this point because we don't know. None of us knows. None of us on earth is God. Uh, so we just have to, take things as we can, as we are, and just share the information that we can, share our gratefulness, uh, share again. We have five. So that's one, two, three, four, five. We have five books at the current time under Voices for Voices publishing in the Amazon world, Amazon.com. Some uh, we have both the electronic and the printed. Some we have one and we're working on the other. And that number five is going to increase uh, posts on the mythical creatures around the world uh, Facebook group. Over 97,000 followers. Thank you for that. Uh, if you're not a part of that movement, which is interlocked with Voices for Voices, we ask you if you're on Facebook, uh, join our mythical creatures around the world Facebook group. And then this goes without saying as well. Follow all the Voices for Voices media, social media. So that's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Uh, I may be missing one, but we are Threads. That was the one I was thinking of. Still could be missing one. Uh, but make Voices for Voices a part of your day, a part of your week, a part of your month. And maybe we can inspire others together. A comment came up at uh it doesn't matter how it came up. Uh, so a comment has come up when we do these, not necessarily these bonus episodes, but where we do these episodes that we, and in most cases, it's myself, we select a song and then we try to sing a cappella the lyrics to particular songs. And sometimes comments come up and say, oh, you're trying to be like that person, or you're dressed a certain way, or whatever those things may be. And that's okay. And we get that. And so I want to just explain the reasoning behind that. And it goes back to I believe it was our 2023 Voices for Voices, a brand new day event, which is how our organization started, where we bring together all forms of voices, spoken word, sign language, music, uh, you name it. We try to bring all those voices together. And at that particular event, I like music. I say love music. Who doesn't love, certain songs? Uh, and so at that event, number one, I'm afraid of heights. So that means elevation. I get more and more uncomfortable. I can play basic guitar chords. So that just means, how you hold the strings down and strum on the guitar. And I am even less of a singer at all. So basically you take all those things, you put it together in about 20 feet above the air on a scissor lift, which you can watch on our YouTube channel, Voices for Voices. I think there's like a live show, live performance tab, but you're gonna have to scroll quite a ways down. And and so part of that event was me going up on a scissor lift, which again, I'm afraid of heights. I guess that's the older I get, the more conservative of when things like that are going on. I played guitar and I tried to sing. I think it was three songs, maybe four, and I was able to have, the fog machines and the spotlight and all those things. And a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, you're just trying to, be somebody and act like you're so important." Uh, and it kind of goes hand in hand with some of the comments that we're hearing now when uh, the most recent one was a Justin Bieber song, I think, called "What Do You Mean?" And the comment came up, "Why are you doing this?" And the reason is actually pretty simple. So I like to think outside the box. And when I did that event and did that 10 minutes or so um, at that show, 20 feet in the air, uh, it was it was to number one, it was to help me get over a little bit of my being afraid of heights. So there's different messages and names that's called, where you take a situation you've gone through and it can be very difficult. And one way to try to work through that is to put yourself back into that situation. And so that was what I did. I can't remember a particular situation where I turned from not being afraid of heights to being afraid. But that was the first thing. The second thing was to play my guitar or try to play my guitar. And again, this show is live streamed all over the world, just like our TV show and podcast is right now. And so I put everything out on the line of, well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna help myself, hopefully get over some of my fears of heights, of doing things that were so new to me, having the GoPro uh, uh, the GoPro camera. There we go. And then having uh, in-ear monitors, which are just like little earbuds that go in, and then a microphone, kind of like the sometimes you see different artists who uh, they're playing music and they move around a lot, and so the microphone is it's stuff for the microphone to move at the same time, and so it'll be kind of like a head worn microphone. And so there were just a lot of things going on top of managing the show or the event, with the speakers and everything and the other musicians. So you take all that, and the reason why I did it, the the cut and dry reason I did it was to hopefully inspire somebody somewhere. Not that I'm a great musician. It's just something I like to do. And so I just said, you know what? Why not give it a shot? It wasn't about being perfect because I'm not, nobody is. Uh, it was about hopefully inspiring somebody somewhere watching or listening, whether it was that night during the event as it was happening live, or again, it's still out there today. You can watch and listen and check that out. And those will inspire somebody that maybe is hesitant of doing something like, well, I can't do that because I'm not that great. Well, guess what? I'm not either. And I did it. I tried it. Uh, and so maybe it allows you or another watcher or listener to try something, to step out of their shell a little bit, to be like, you know what? Look at him. Like, even if they laugh and chuckled at me, that's fine because I don't care how I help people. I don't care how Voices for Voices, how we help people. What we care about is helping people. So I think outside the box. And so that event, those 10 minutes or so, those were definitely outside the box. Same thing to the current day as we fast forward here. And with the most recent, Justin Bieber song or uh, I think the Imagine Dragons song, the same thing. It was it's to inspire people to maybe step out of their comfort zone, maybe try something and say, you know what, why not? Why not just give it a try? What's the worst thing that happen? Nothing. And so inspiring is a big piece behind Voices for Voices. It's not because we're perfect. It's far from that. It's because we're just being regular individuals, regular human beings. We're sharing information, we're sharing events, we're sharing experiences, we're sharing hard topics, and we're making a difference. And so that's why we continue. That's why we're on episode 337. That's why we're going to continue putting together shows and episodes. Because if there's just one person over the course of all of our shows who steps away from that ledge, who changes their thinking from, I don't know why I want to go on in life, to, you know what? I have a lot to live for. And I'm gonna give those things or thing, I'm gonna give it a try. So that's what true helping, true inspiring is. And so this is your first episode. This is a perfect episode that you've tuned into. You're watching or listening. We ask you subscribe and you like and you follow and you're with us through this journey of this thing called life that we're in. It's not easy for me on a lot of days to come in front of you or whether you're listening and or watching at certain points But when I do, it helps me because I'm able to share ideas, experiences, events, things that are on my mind. And as somebody who has and is going through, that mental health, mental illness um, continuum every day, there's a lot that I don't know, but I do know what I'm going through. I do know how to to some extent how it impacts me. And so it took a lot of swallowing my pride, and I still have to do that. I can't just do it once and then just say, okay, that's it. It's a constant process. It's a constant battle. So we're all in this. We're all in this together. We're going through this as humans. We don't all look the same. We all don't feel the same. We all don't have all the same resources or the money or any of that. But what we do have is a heart. And so that's why a big reason of what we do is for that inspiration. So if we laugh and not hurt my feelings, if we laugh at something I say, something uh, a song I try to sing, or whatever that may be, I've gotten over that, or I think I have, or at the very least, I know I'm in a better place than I have been. So it's so important to just focus on the moment, focus on the second, focus on the minute. So as we bring it back, none of us are promised tomorrow, the rest of today, the rest of the hour, the rest of this minute. So for me, spending as much time as I can talking about topics and issues that may inspire you, maybe just a teeny bit. That's a teeny bit further than where you may have been. And as I'm learning different industries, different processes, as I'm continuing to learn, I just want to say thank you for joining us, being with us, watching, listening, near and far, coming up on 90 countries across the world that have tuned in at one time or another. Also closing in on 900 total cities across the world. And we're going to continue sharing. We're going to continue bringing topics, experiences, hopefully inspiration, different perspectives to you. So thank you for tuning in on this episode, Voices for Voices TV show and podcast. I'm your host, founder of Voices for Voices, Justin Allen Hayes, and we hope you have a great day. We hope that you join us in celebrating all the voices across the world. And we want to say lastly, God bless you. God bless the United States of America, and God bless the people across the world. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much.